Hello everybody, Lumus here from Failing at Gaming, bringing you our Boxing Day stream. How is everybody? Did you all have a good Christmas or Christmas equivalent? Hey Retro Rewind Pod, how's it going? You having a good day? I've never played this before, but I dug it out since it's, you know, Boxing Day. What else would you do on Boxing Day other than go boxing? So I have looked through the manual. Exhibition is just like a casual one-on-one match. Career is like story mode. Battle of Legends you have to unlock apparently, and it's like a big free-for-all tournament. I think I might look at it as the controller option since I'm not using a traditional controller. Did I accidentally leave the menu? It's a pretty good Christmas though more so for my kids. Fair enough. It's kind of how Christmases should be. It's about the kids really. I don't have any kids of my own, but we did have my niece over for Christmas and she seemed quite happy about it. Kept asking, Santa comes again tomorrow? Never played this either. I'm not entirely sure what I'm in for. So I've read through the manual, but... Let's see. Yeah, I might put my punches on B and C and my blocks on A. And it's mostly directions that do stuff? Sure, let's give this a go. And then, again, my niece is happy with everything as long as she gets cake. So her big secret that she's passing around at the moment. She'll shout cake and then she'll lean in really close to your ear and just whisper, chocolate cake. Alright, so the manual suggests that we play Exhibition as like a practice mode to get used to the game. It's just punching people, right? How hard can it be? Let's go into the career mode. Create boxer. It looks like you get to have a really long name. Yeah, I'm really enjoying having my niece around. Especially this time of the year. I guess I'll be Lumus, unless we've got a funny name to put in. I engaged in some careful sabotage this year, predicting that my sister would have gotten my niece all wrapped up in fancy dresses. I bought her some costumes that she immediately wanted to change into, so she ran around as a dinosaur for a while. Okay. Okay, we get to choose our background. Are we street? Are we military? Or are we Olympic? I feel like I shouldn't have named the guy after me so we could be more creative in designing him. Although I can't really claim to be any of these. Looks like Olympic's got the most sensible kind of thing. Be curious to know if the muscle structure of a SNES gamer's right hand is significantly different from a Mega Drive player's hand because of the button layout. That's an interesting thought. I'm thinking maybe not. Like, those controllers aren't hugely different, are they? Well, I might be thinking of the NES controller. Does the SNES still have the blocky rectangular controller? Or am I just thinking of the NES one? I can't picture a SNES one in my mind for some reason. I think we're being Olympic. Oh, we've got some unspent points. How do I... okay. Let's get that chin power. I don't want getting... dog bone looking one. Oh yeah! Yeah, that is quite different. I don't know. Maybe they would. Lumus sounds like a good boxing name. Fair enough. I'm probably supposed to add more flair to it. Like, Lumus the Fist or something. I've never really watched any boxing. Wait, did I miss my chance to customize my appearance? I think I didn't mean to skip there. Was I just supposed to scroll down? Oh well. There are a lot more RPG elements here than I thought. Am I leveling up these as well? Yeah, these days I mostly use like the PlayStation style controller, and a lot of people keep trying to encourage me to use Xbox controllers. I do have one of those, but it really hurts my hand to hold, and I think that's just because I'm not used to it. So maybe there is a difference in what kind of controller you have. Maybe we go for the high speed build, put everything into jab. Or just everything into uppercut. Fear the man who practices one punch 1,000 times. Okay, so it lets us just max out that one. That didn't cost us as many dots as I thought it would. Crossbody? Oh, there, we've got our signature punches. I seem to remember the NES controller and the Master System controller were nigh identical. I miss those rectangular controllers. What more do you need than this tiny little rectangle with sharp corners that dig into your hands? That's how you know you're playing a real console. There, we've got our quick jab and we've got our two main punches. I wonder if the animation is that slow in the actual game. Yeah, we can try the uppercut. Or do we want a hook? Let's get a hook. Let's hook the head. Special punch. Okay, we get a super move. Not strictly a first generation gamer, there were older consoles, but I got in fairly early on it. Master System was my first one. Super right cross. That's a super overhead. Okay. Super uppercut. I feel like that super right cross looks best, just for the way it comes flying at the camera. Sure, let's go with that. Alright, the ratings. Lamato, Graziano, Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Leonard, Tony, Robinson, Kini, Lumus. I think these are all real people and quite famous ones, but I haven't heard of a single one of them. The manual really talks them up though. Okay, so this is our first match. Lumus versus Kini Kini. Atari 2600 was technically our first, but barely remember it. Was mainly a NES kid. Just about everyone I knew was a Sega person around here. One of my aunts had a NES though, which I played on when I went round. But yeah, back during the console wars, I fought firmly for Sega. Only the Game Boy was my only Nintendo console for a long time. Because I will grant Nintendo that they make a good handheld. EBC World Class Boxing, 6 rounds. Sure, let's get in there. Keep it clean, okay. Stop it! Okay. Now I'm getting it. The key is to punch them and not get punched yourself. Okay, so B button is my jab. C button with center or up. Let go of me. Seems to be my basic punches. Oh, okay, I see. If I press C button on its own, it does a block. I have to press to the side to do the body punch. I mean, I'm getting a lot of blood off him when I go for the nose like that. Oh. I assume when that happens, it's them doing the wrestling thing where they just kind of lean on each other for a while. Wrestling a very friendly sport, from what little I know of it. The Game Gear was the only Sega system for a long time. The Game Gear was the only Sega system that I never owned for a long time. I got one for my birthday last year, like a retro gift. Until then, I'd never owned one of them. Wrestling is the only sport where occasionally the two combatants will just hug each other until the ref comes over and tells them to get back in the fight. Okay, I can duck. I can also block. Nope, let go. Let go! Yeah, I don't think the Game Gear was as good a console as the Game Boys. Oh, I almost did my super there, I think. I think I got knocked out of it. The Game Gear was pretty much a Master System, but portable. But, the problem I found with it was that the screen is quite small. Like, I don't know if you had Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. Did I win that one? There were some good RPGs. Did you have any of the Phantasy Star games? I loved those. But yeah, if you ever played like Sonic 2 for the Game Gear, that's a prime example. The first boss is 1,000 times harder on that than it is in the Master System. Because things come flying in from off-screen. Just Sonic 1? Okay. The first boss of Sonic 2, Robotnik fires things off-screen. In the Master System version, you can see him fire them. In the Game Gear version, you cannot see the shot until it's practically upon you. Really hard to dodge. But I guess that's the price you pay for being able to take a Master System everywhere you go. Crystal Warriors and Oasis something. You didn't have Beyond Oasis, did you? That's one of my favourite games of all time. I have no idea if I'm winning this, by the way. What is even going on here? Would this make more sense if I knew anything about boxing? I'm trying to figure out how do I feel like I'm supposed to be doing certain defenses for different attacks. Like I've got a block, I've got a duck, I've got a dodge. But I seem to be doing best when I just punch things. Beyond Oasis was a little bit like Zelda, but you like the big thing in it was that you had a magic glove that let you summon the 4 elemental spirits. Like there was a water one that healed you, a fire one that punched people, and you were traveling around a map trying to collect them. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. Go and enjoy your day. Hopefully I'll see you another time. Unofficial score 10. I think that means I won that round. The other guy's got some serious demon eyes going on. They're blood red. So maybe I'm wearing him down. He looks injured. I think I'm winning on points at this point, because I've not knocked anybody out yet. And not been knocked out yet. Let go of me. Was definitely not Beyond Oasis then. Okay, fair enough. I would have been surprised because I didn't know that that came out for Game Gear, but hey, if you ever get the chance to play Beyond Oasis, that is a game well worth playing. Have a great evening. Thank you. You too. I'm just going to be chilling here playing games for this evening. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this boxing game. I'm still in my first match. Boxing apparently takes a while. But yeah, I'll just be playing some casual old games tonight. We'll see if anybody... Oh, I knocked him down. See if anybody shows up. I'm not sure with it being like a bank holiday. Hope I become the champion. Thank you. I certainly intend to try. Block something. There we go. Alright, see ya. Whoop. He's counter-attacking now, although he's only got one eye left. I notice he's got one of his eyes closed now, and I've still not taken any damage on my screen. I'm not doing the Doom guy impression yet. So I just need to take out one more of his eyes, and then and then he'll be blinded, so he'll be pretty much defenseless at that point. I feel like the clinch, is it called when you get in there and hug each other? He's doing that a lot, and I feel like it's mostly benefiting me. I mean, I'm the one whose stamina's worn out as he's hugging me and letting it come back. Are you supposed to be clinching this much? I feel like the ref must be getting annoyed at this point. He keeps having to walk over. The guy is officially blind at this point. He's got both eyes closed and he's covered in blood. This is straight up Doom guy. Just face starts bleeding as you get pummeled. Don't walk up and immediately clench me. Why is the ref on the other side now? Did we get spun around? Oh, that's a counter-attack. I mean, the guy's background went white for a second, which I think maybe means he was about to black out. He got saved by the bell, though. Yep, there goes all my stamina. Whoop. Not sure if he's getting back up. Those are just my quick punches. Oh, he's back up. Wait, what happened to his face? His eyes are back. Okay, he's gone straight in, he's gone into demon eyes really fast now. All the blood disappeared. I guess when you get knocked down, you get like you get fully healed, but maybe your health bar gets smaller. Why does the ref keep showing up from different sides? Is he walking around the ring? I mean, I guess he's trying to not be in our way. I don't know if he's actually in the ring or outside it, though. Oh. I feel like this guy's pulling the Homer Simpson tactic on me. Like, he's just letting me pummel him until I'm out of stamina, and then he's going on the offensive. Oh, he's whiting out. He had some serious bumps in his face. Oh, he's back again. You can... He's back up. You can stop counting once he's standing. I'm fairly sure that's how this works. I mean, we say he's back up. He's barely fighting at this point. Come on, get off me. Okay, he's got the hang of this defensive stuff anyway. He blocked that last combo perfectly. So we've got 2 more rounds left. Seems like the judges are rating me higher. Although that says unofficial score. Is that just a general idea of whether I'm winning or not? Rather than... I mean, the judges will let me know whether I've actually won. It's my speculative score. It's how I feel like I'm doing. Not sure what it means when his thing goes white. Does that mean that I can knock him down with a good hit? Is that how close to being stunned he is? There we go. I want to get the complete knockout. There we go. There's a dude down. Punch Out? It's close. It's very similar. Hey Wolfie, how's it going? You doing good today? This is Boxing Legends of the Ring, which is basically the Sega version of Punch Out, yeah. I was gonna play Punch Out tonight, but it's Nintendo only, and I didn't have time to set that up. Off work for a couple of days now? Nice. Today is actually my only day off work. Because I wasn't working yesterday or tomorrow anyway, that wasn't my shift. And I'm back on Friday, so... Hey, we beat Kini Kini. You're free tomorrow night because the GF is working? Nice. We'll have to hang out and see if we can hang out in game then. Yeah, assuming that's the thing that you want to do and that doesn't foil your plans of being free. You have a good Christmas? I saw you posted some of your loot. Counts as free time and fun? Okay. Cool, I'm glad. What am I supposed to be pressing here? Start? Knocked down 4 times. 60% landed. Yeah, but I landed a lot more number-wise. Anyway, it doesn't come to a judge thing because I KO'd the guy. Lumus KO'd Kini Kini. Got an amazing rums, also some D&D loot. Nice. Is it D&D loot that we're gonna see in action? That was my Xmas. It was good. Had my niece over. I got her a dinosaur costume. So she was running around in that for a while. She kept asking, Santa come again tomorrow? I think she had a really good day. I got a NES Classic. You know, like the remake of the NES console with all the built-in games. So once I've set that up with my stuff, I'll definitely be streaming some of the games from that. So there's a lot of Nintendo games that I feel like Metroid or Castlevania, they'd be really my thing. But I've never played any Metroid game. I've played one Castlevania. What's the robot dude as well? That one looks good. I know I can't think of his name. I know it, but I can't think of it. I know in Japan he's called Rockman. Mega Man, that's the one. Ah, oh, bless her little heart. No, he doesn't, greedy child. I think this is the first Christmas where she's actually understood that Christmas is a thing. Last Christmas she was mostly just confused. But yeah, she was hoping for Santa every day, I think. Alright. Next we're up against Robinson. 174 wins. That's the most on this board. He's also got the tied for the most losses on the board, and also has the tied for the most draws. So this guy's a veteran. He's been in it for a while. I'm expecting some grey-haired old man, can barely move, staggering in on a walking stick, and then he just starts punching me and it's game over. You wouldn't deny an old man his walking stick, would you? And then he just punches me and he just cracks it open and is like got a knife inside it or something. Or just hits me with the stick. Hey, I've got a bio. This kid has it all. He has the talent to become a legend in his own time. Could he be boxing's greatest sensation? Only time will tell. Okay. Can I get back? What was the deal with the guy we beat then? The KO Kid is an underrated top-ranked contender with raw talent and skill. His one-punch knockout power is feared, but his chin is suspect. Yeah, I'm now the 9th best in the world. I think this is basically just a list that I'm fighting my way up through. Okay, so this guy is underrated. That means he should be higher on the list. So, if I'm going to beat the 8th guy, that'll probably be an easier fight than the last one. I'll probably get him in like the first round. Who am I up against next? Robinson. The original Sugar Ray combines a blend of speed, power, and style in the ring. Can absorb enormous punishment, as well as dish it out. Okay. Sugar Rays are my favorite kind of ray. Can I... like, I had a stats screen before. Okay, this is options. I'm trying to figure out if I can get to my... yeah, I can get to my stats screen. Cool. Oh, actually that was just me moving on from there. The least dangerous of the Beholder's eye rays. Least dangerous, but most delicious. You know, this is a challenge for you, Wolfie. Your next D&D game has to include a Beholder chef who uses his sugar rays to make delicious cakes. I was actually picturing like manta rays or stingrays. Their lesser known cousin, the Sugar Ray. Well, we've already got quite high chin. Maybe we need to amp up our punch power or our stamina? Hugely out of your style, but weirdly possible. That's entirely in your style. You're the guy who gave us a dev room in which a little gnome was running the entire dungeon. Okay, let's wait, no, don't take points out of stamina. Let's buff our stamina. I want to punch more. Non-stop punch. Fist-to-face action. You want to get them locked into that jab combo where you just punch them and punch them and punch them for like days. Okay, what do I press now? Do I not upgrade my moves? Apparently not. Lumus versus Sugar Ray Robinson. Oh, just notice it's a seat ticket. Row 1, Sega seat 7. Oh no, wait. Row 1, Sector A, seat 7. It is not Sega. I was confused. I mean, why wouldn't it be Sega? Alright. Keep it clean. They're always concerned about the quality of the ring here. The last thing they want is somebody getting in there and making a mess. Try not to bleed on the carpet, is what the ref wants. He's walking in there, just pointing at the shiny floor. We've just mopped this. Keep it clean. There we go. We got him in the combo. The combo in which we just jab him over and over again. I think I was right. This guy's easier than the last one. I'm just really just punching him over and over. Ah, leave me alone. What was this guy's deal again? What, like stat-wise? He's just all-rounder? I mean, you were talking about some festival stuff. Isn't that the perfect time to encounter a Beholder's Sugar Rays? Dang, I've just thought. The festival contest must be nearly at its end, right? I started writing an entry at the start of the month. And I've not really gotten much further. Like, I have an idea. I had an idea, I've just not built on it. I've written down the basics. I've written down what the festival is. I've written down what the festival is about. I've not written down what happens at the festival. I know where it's celebrated and why. I know there's gonna be foot races. That's gonna be a thing. But I don't really know what other things that the like what sort of stuff the players do. The contest. You bet there's like only one entry. I guess I've not seen much action in the thread. Has only one person entered? Plausible. I'm struggling for stamina even after I've upgraded. It's probably because this guy's not clenching like the other one did. The last guy I fought, it was like non-stop clench. It was Hug City. Got real affectionate. Stop it. Okay, that's the first round. Oh dang, he's beating me. He's got a higher unofficial score. Once you get him in this jab, they don't really seem to get out of it until you run out of stamina. I think that's my pro strat here. Can we get him there and give him a hug real quick until we get our stamina back? The last guy hugged non-stop. I think that's why I was doing so well for stamina. 3 entries, you guess? A couple of great ones? Okay. That's not bad then. When's the deadline? Is it the end of the month? I've still got time, right? Maybe I can finish something tomorrow. End of the month? Fair enough. Got a few days then. And then a few extra days while you come up with a new comp. You know, I do have a festival written up that I almost entered in place of my original one, but then I was like, my players did a good 3/4 of the work on this. I wrote it up based on... They came up with it like mid-session. The characters were talking about their homelands. One of them explained about a festival, and I was like, this would win the contest. So I wrote it up and put some extra bits, you know, in, cemented it, but I was like, I can't enter somebody else's thing. That's not really mine. I only did the details. That's my player's stuff. So I'll stick with my original one. My original one's nothing sparkling, but hey, it's an extra entry in the contest. Enter it and make sure they get the glory? I could do. They're not on your Discord. I don't think they use Discord even. I need more stamina. I definitely need more stamina. I'm not sure I understand the defensive mechanics in this game. They've got block, dodge, and duck, right? But punches are either high or middle. So, I mean, it feels like duck and block do the same thing. Like, blocking leaves my stomach open, but then ducking just means they're going to hit my face instead of my stomach, right? If they go low. They both only protect against high attacks? And then I've got dodge, which seems like it should work on everything. I don't know what to make about that. Except for the fact that it mostly doesn't seem to work. I'm better at the attacking side of things. If they're blocking the face, you punch them in the stomach. If they're blocking their stomach, you punch them in the face. Easy. Okay, if I have time to, like, write it up formally, rather than the notes I've got now, I might enter it as, like, a bonus entry. With a note in it saying I probably can't win with this because it was, like, 3/4 not me. But, well, I suppose I can tell you about it. I was about to tell you about it, then you mentioned I could enter it anyway, and I was like, maybe not spoiler, but the short version is it was like that he's basically a tiefling, a half demon from a country of half demons, and he was describing his noble family's coming of age celebration. Well, like there's an annual festival where all the people come of age, and I was like, this is. Wow, so horrific. And utterly in character for this horrible demon place that he fled from for good reason. Like, this is absolutely going to win the contest if I put this in. Everybody else be writing happy things, and then wham, this. It's going to stand out is what I'm saying. Okay, this guy's getting demon eyes. His eyes are going red. That means I'm winning. We've got him on the ropes. I'm barely even breathing hard. I do need more stamina, actually. Dark festivals, yeah. How could you resist? You'd absolutely eat that one up. So are you stumped for ideas for your next contest, then? Neither player character looks capable of spelling their own name. Probably not. I mean, my character's not got a scratch on him, but he probably wasn't capable of spelling his name to begin with. I mean, they're boxers. I don't know if being able to spell their own name is encouraged. This is literally a contest where people get in there and punch each other in the face until they can't punch each other in the face anymore. I honestly wouldn't expect people to be too smart going into it, and I would expect them to be less smart leaving. Then again, you get like chess boxes and stuff, so I guess there are some intelligent boxers out there. I mean, I can't play chess worth a damn. I was gonna say, who do you think would win a chess boxing match between like a pro boxer who's never chessed before and a pro chess who's never boxed before? But it's gonna be the pro boxer, right? Because he's gonna get a knockout. I mean, unless he gets checkmated before before the first round of boxing, which is a possibility. That can happen. It's all on a timer, right? And I think you get the first round of chess first. Is the chess player still capable of playing chess after the boxing? I mean, that's the thing. I think you can either win by knockout or by checkmate, whichever one happens first. And you get like a minute of chess followed by a minute of boxing or something. Stop clenching, dude. Let me go. This guy's getting worn out. Look at him. He's just grabbing me over and over at this point. He's stalling out. He's got both eyes closed and he's bleeding from one eye, according to his health bar. Kasparov versus Ali, win by death. I would watch that. The sequel, Ali versus Deep Blue. Hold me. I was saying earlier, chess is the only sport in which the competitors regularly stop to hug each other. It's the only one that I know of. It's a very friendly sport. Does it boost or lower my accuracy when when I'm hitting their guard? Oh. What? How is that not connecting? This guy's got some fast guarding moves. He's good at that. Oh, he's wobbly on his feet though. Look at those cuts. I think I've got this one. Yeah, he got an early lead, but he's gonna start falling soon. Yeah, see, chess versus boxing. I feel like, you know, obviously they're gonna win their own round. I feel like you're more likely to get KO. The chess guy's more likely to get KO'd in his first boxing round than the boxing guy is to get checkmated in the first round of chess. Chess just, you're gonna need time to get your pieces out, right? You can probably just stall, you know? Play very safe. Unless he gets like fool's mated or something. Oh, he's down. I feel like you don't need to count 8 when he's clearly back up, but okay. I mean, that's not... Why 8? That's not even the... You count to 10. That's not even the timer. Toast keeps meowing sadly at the front door. She's obviously missing Net. Aw, poor Toast. My chilly cat gets like that when Mum's not around. I was upset that she missed an escape chance when you came in. Fair enough. Okay, I need to get some stamina. See, like when I get home from work, I'll see Tilly in the window, and she'll be purring so loud I can hear her through the glass. She'll be rubbing up against it, desperately trying to get to me. Then I walk inside, and she just acts like she doesn't care. Like, oh, are you home? I didn't notice. Okay, can I do my super punch? How do I do the super punch? Okay, there's the super punch. I have 2 of them apparently, so let's see if we can bring this guy down. Come on, we've got this. We've got this. We just need to get a good hit to the face before the... Don't clench me. Don't clench me, bro. The haymaker, yeah. Well, that guy's wrecked and I'm not even bleeding, but this looks like this one's gonna go straight to the judges. How is Toasty these days? Has she perked back up? Oh, he's down. We might get him yet. Okay, he got back up pretty quickly. And he's wiped the blood off his face. See, that's the strat. You just want to get them in the jab combo, where you just comedically punch them in the face over and over. Oh. Seems happier. Seems like Maisie's bullying her tonight. Are they? Is it bullying, or is it just playing? But generally, she's less perpetually angry. That's good. Like, it's sometimes hard to tell because my newest rabbit, the baby one, he acts like he's terrified of me. Just flees constantly and won't let me near him. But judging by the way that he dances, skips, and jumps and all kinds of things when I'm chasing him, he's having the time of his life when I'm running after him and he's getting away, so he can't be that upset. How is this man not dead? He got up again! I don't know what to tell you. This guy's immortal. To say that this guy came out really swinging, wrecked me in the first couple of rounds, he's obviously had enough for today. Like, he's barely fighting at this point, but he keeps on getting back up. This is Hinata versus Neji all over again. Well, I thought he was going down again, though. Oh, oh, down he goes. Oh, is that 3 falls in this round? 3 falls is game over in the boxing ring, as far as I know. Three KO is what I think that stands for. You know, the manual implied that I wouldn't get past the first round. Yeah, like it took the manual for this game took a real big game. And so far hasn't felt overwhelming, I have to say. %56 landed. I hit with about half my punches. That's normal accuracy for me. Oh, it's Kini. I want a rematch, sucker? Well, he did tell me that that he was underrated. Technical knockout. Fair enough. He's not actually knocked out, but it's a knockout equivalent. Yeah, it's 3 falls, unable to stand, or judge's decision, right? I mean, if Kini thinks he can rumble with the 8th greatest boxer in the world. Also, that amused me in the manual. It talks about how your character is, you know, some loser who has no chance against the real pros. Like, being ranked 10th in the world at the start of the game is not really anything to be ashamed of. Oh, that's not what I was trying to look at. How do I get back? Alright, we're up against Kini next. 1 punch knockout power. Has he leveled up from last time? That's options. Can I... Yeah, I do get to level up. Okay. I want more stamina. I just want to keep punching. TKO is when a boxer is basically standing there getting battered, unable to punch back. Okay. It's the judges or the trainer saying, yeah, you're not technically unconscious, but this is no longer a fight. Is what I'm getting out of that. Ringside. We always get the same seat. 8 rounds. The last one was 6 rounds. They're normally 6 rounds, right? Did I accidentally turn that up on the options, or is this just a rematch is longer? Well, last time this guy went down in round 5, so. Oh, he's coming in fast this time. This guy's been working out. Shouldn't I be wearing blue gloves? I'm in the blue corner, right? I've got blue shorts on, he's got red. Shouldn't my gloves match my shorts? I don't know boxing conventions, to be honest. Did he just special punch me? Well, 2 can play at that game, buddy. I said 2 can play at that game. How do I special punch? Never mind, I did it and he comboed me out of it. I can't drink mid-fight, Wolfie, come on. Look, when we finish this round, you can be my coach and get me some water. I see the bots are fighting again. Stay hydrated got there first this time. Doesn't normally happen. Usually stay healthy is on the ball. Ah, stop it. Duck. Yeah, I ducked under it. I'm getting the hang of defending. The trick is to not be where the punches are going to be. Are we clenching? Good clench, bro. Same time tomorrow? So many bots. I have 3 bots in my channel. The robot revolution starts here. Inspired by his Slay the Spire run, Lumus becomes the master of defense. It's mostly inspired by me running out of stamina, and defending doesn't use stamina, but still. See, when I started streaming, I tried to get Stay Hydrated bot in, but Stay Hydrated bot was broken at the time. So I got Stay Healthy bot instead. Now they fixed Stay Hydrated bot, so the 2 are just fighting all the time. They're both trying to do the same thing. That guy won that round, so I've gotta get back in the game. Every now and then in boxing, the ref has to wander in and say, "Guys, stop hugging. People came here to see a fight." And the competitors are like, "Wow, what a bunch of violent people. We're just here to make friends." He's blocking everything. This guard is unbreakable. There we go. I got 1 punch in. Stop it. Same person but white. Sort of white. I accidentally skipped the customized character thing, sadly, but yeah, we've got basically the same sprite. We've got the same face. I've got slightly darker hair than him, I think. Although maybe that's just from behind. Yeah, this is my mirror match. Kini is my dark opposite. Just like him, I'm an underrated boxer going straight to the top. You'll forever haunt me looking for rematches. I feel like these control layouts are kind of weird. Like, it's all button plus direction. And then your defense moves are like your attack buttons without a direction. So it's like I'm constantly trying to attack by dodging and dodging by attacking. I want to do a body blow, so I hit my attack button in the neutral pose, since it's in the middle. And then he dodges, because that was dodge all along. Body blow is attack to the side. And then I think I want to block, so I go to the other button, and that's actually my quick attack. Also, if I press down an attack, that's an uppercut, so that's a face attack. That's a high attack. Look at this jerk, turning on me in the like last 10 seconds. That's gonna bias the judges against me. Alright, how did we do? Dang it, he's still winning. He's got clenched teeth though. Wait, no, I've got clenched teeth as well. Is that good or bad? Does it mean we're getting tired? I drank some quick water on my break. Hey, I wiped the smile off his face. I've got him now. Yeah, plot twist, my name is actually, in this game my name is actually Lumus Keeney. Keeney is my brother. My evil twin. We're a perfect match. Meaning I know all his moves and I have the advantage. You can't win, Keeney. While you were outside getting a tan, I was studying the fist. Oh, I've stopped smiling. He's tying it up. Wait, no, he's got demon eyes. I'm clearly in the lead. What I'm getting out of this game is that the computer has me outmatched in skill, but I have better stats. It's perhaps not how the game is supposed to go. My guy's smiling again. I've regenerated my health. Oh, there goes my stamina again, though. Stamina seems to be the thing I'm having most trouble with. Maybe I'm doing more damage because I'm not afraid to use up my stamina. I can go on the defensive if it comes to that. I guess they're clenching not to save their stamina, but to give their health time to regen, so they don't get knocked out. Excuse me. Like that's the gamble there. They're giving me time to get my stamina back, but they're also buying a little bit of time to get some more health. Well, if the side screen is anything to go by, this guy's now blinded. Alright, I feel like I had to take that round. Look, my character's grinning. The other guy's covered in blood. 10-9? Okay, so he's still in the lead overall. You don't get a long break in boxing, do you? You barely have time to chug your drink. Aren't I supposed to, like, sink into the corner and yell something about Adrian while the coach waves a towel at me? So to box somebody just means to punch them, right? So this sport is basically punching the game. Look at his face. He looks like he had an accident with a bee's nest. 10,000 wasps. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Give the guy allergic reactions. Oh, he's regenerated. Oh, jeez. What a counterattack. That's blistering. Okay, I got him now, though. I'm not sure where all the blood goes when they get back up. I mean, there's no covering their face with a towel thing. Are they smearing it on the floor? Quickly wiping their face on the floor when they go down so they look okay when they get back up? That's going to upset the ref. He specifically told them that we were to keep the ring clean. They've got a gymnastics event in here this evening. People are going to be slipping. Yeah, as far as I can tell, when a person is knocked down, they get back up with a reduced health, with like less maximum health, but full heal. So for a while there, this guy was back at full strength, but now he's rapidly deteriorating. I also don't really get what the practical difference between an uppercut and a face punch is. They take the same amount of time, they hit the same area. Is there a difference in practice? I mean, I can see it in real life, but do they do a different thing in this game? Uh-oh, I'm starting to get battered. Got a little bit of bloodshot in my eyes. It's not super bad. I mean, that guy's turning into a demon. That's how bad his eyes are. I feel like this is the most battered I've been. I'm taking the lead on points, but Kini coming back with a vengeance. Why am I always wearing blue? When do I get to be in the red corner? How do colours work in boxing? So it's determined by what corner you're in, right? So for each match, each person will be in red or blue. Do they tell them in advance to like come in your red shorts today? Or is it like you bring both and you're in the changing rooms just waiting to know what you're going to be wearing? Is there ever any confusion where both boxers come out wearing the same red shorts and it's like, well, one of us has to go change? This guy's barely defending himself anymore. I feel like we're practically at a technical knockout already. Come on, look at the guy's face. I don't want to punch him anymore. He's having a bad enough time. Dude's got enough problems. He needs a hospital. Look at him. Why are you not stopping the fight? This is horrific. This is a blood sport. Look at you sadists in the audience. Just watching us beat the crap out of each other and cheering as the guy falls to the ground, barely conscious. I'm especially looking at you in the sunglasses and the moustache over there on the right hand side. You've killed before, my friend. I can see it in your face. That's why you cover your eyes. Those are killer's eyes. I've got the white eyes of a saint. They've regenerated. My soul is reaching new levels of purity. You know, I was prepared to like get knocked out in this game and immediately and like make a new boxer and start over and see how far we could get different boxers. I didn't realize the matches were going to take this long. That's probably another thing I'll be doing. I think when I get knocked out of this game it'll be over. But until then we'll keep rumbling. Oh look at, he's still bleeding. Did his coach not give him like a damp cloth or something between matches? Let him put on a plaster or something. What are the boxing rules on plasters? Are they game? Look, the guy's swelling up. Give him an antihistamine. This is just unnecessary.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Come on, dude. Just stay down. They've seen enough blood. You stay in the ring, they're gonna make me kill you. That's how this works. You put up a good fight, they'll let you recover for the next one, I'm sure. This rate, you're gonna give them a taste for blood. Even if I knock you out, they'll be walking up, handing me a pistol. Finish the game. I'm not gonna shoot you, dude. You're my brother. How many times have we hugged over the years? Come on, do the thing. Do the special punch. He's attaining his true form. I can't get him to do the special punch reliably. This isn't even his final form. Kini is about to become Frieza. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't think he's getting back up. Give me the thumbs up so I know whether he's allowed to live or not. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do I have to finish him? Is this a fight to the death? Lumus KO'd. Why have they... It looks really weird spelled out like that. KO'd. KO'd. Identical twin. We've not actually had a match yet that's ended with anything other than a knockout. No, actually we did have the TKO. We've had knockout, we've had technical knockout. We've not seen a match end in judge's decision. I don't know how normal that is. So did I accidentally no, you don't change it for these. That's just for exhibition. So I guess the game decides how long the match goes on for. 133 matches, lost 0. Okay, our description still says the same. The ref should be running in and shouting, "Oh god, I'll lose my job, please live." I mean, the amount of blood that was in the air, yeah. I mean, I've played a lot of games. I've emptied a pistol into a guy's head and seen less blood than was coming out of that dude. Okay, we're up against Lights Out Tony next. A legend in the making. A solid chin and good power. Tends to fight in spurts, moving and blocking for a while before launching a barrage of punches from all angles. So he fights like me, basically. Just gets in there and pummels like crazy. Until he runs out of stamina and then he hides for a bit. Points happens? Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably get a points match eventually, right? Maybe with this one, if we can't knock each other out, we've both got good chin. Alright, I guess we press on. That's not the press on button. The controls in this game are kind of weird. What do we want to train? Do we want to get up some punch power? This guy's got a lot of chin, right? So we'll need to get through that. And stamina's not going to be as big a deal because we'll be trading, because he's a stamina guy too. He's a button basher? Yes. That is what his description says. Barrage of punches from all angles. That's exactly how I'm playing. I'm just hitting buttons in different directions. No, don't lower it. There we go. Punch power. Hey, this is the first time I've played this game. If you got pro tips, I'd like to hear them. I thought I'd be able to upgrade my my punch moves as well, because I got to customize those at the start, but it doesn't look like that happens. Alright, Lumus the Fist versus Lights Out Tony. 8 rounds, okay. Apparently it's the higher you get, the longer the rounds are. It's to give you more time to knock the other guy out so that nobody has to, so that the judges don't have to do any work. This guy's pummeling me, okay. This guy might actually know how to fight. This could be a bad thing for me. Get in there and clench. Come on, guys. I feel like not much happens in the first round. Like, you punch each other a whole bunch, but it's only when you start running out of health and stamina that you start to notice a difference. Also, he's wearing white. He's not wearing red. Is he in the white corner? Did we start side by side in this one? Like, is it like football matches where they have like an official colour and they only change it if they've got two teams with similar colours? Like, is my favourite colour blue, his favourite's white? But like, if I was fighting another guy with blue, one of us would have to wear red? It's because we're more interesting to watch. Big matches are like 20 rounds. Okay. I did not know that. It's kind of like the main event thing. You get a few people in to do a couple of 6-round matches just to get the crowd going. And then the main event, that's going to last like an hour. Maybe blocking defends more, but you can... Or blocking defends less, but you can keep it up, whereas dodging is only for like a split second, but it's complete immunity. Just dodge and weave, dodge and weave. His stamina doesn't look like it's going in. Oh no, no, there it is. I was about to ask if his stamina bar actually works. Like, can we just not see his stamina? But apparently it does. I was thinking maybe the stamina bar was just for fighting other players, like his stamina's hidden. This feels like a more even match. We went toe-to-toe there. Okay, he had the advantage in that one. But like, for the first time I wasn't burning through my stamina, because we were actually trading. Finally, a worthy opponent. Now that we're past the tutorial, I can actually learn how to play the game. Like, the other guys, they were the Asylum Demon. This guy is, Ornstein and Smaug. The real Dark Souls starts here. See, when I've mostly been knocking out the guy in like 5 rounds in this game, a 20-round match seems absurd, but I guess that's for people who are actually good. I mean, we're only the 7th and 8th best boxers in the world, you know? It makes sense that we can only last like 8 rounds. An actual good boxer could probably do like 100 on a decent day. They just don't get tired. They probably like fight knockout only, infinite rounds. Sometimes the matches go on for like 3 days. Under boxing regulations, every 100 matches you get an extra 5 minutes on your break so you can take a nap. Bell Tower Gargoyles, maybe? I don't remember the Bell Tower Gargoyles being that hard, but I think that's because I summoned Solaire for that part. Like, they're normally hard because they outnumber you. Oh yeah, Ornstein and Smaug are definitely the best boss fight in all of Dark Souls, surely. The part I remember most. How long was I stuck there? They're a good example of a fight that doesn't feel unfair even though it's really hard. A lot of Dark Souls 3 could learn some lessons from Ornstein and Smaug. I felt like a lot of Dark Souls 3 was just, the hard is fun, right? Whereas Dark Souls 1 got it. I've got blood in my eyes. It's not looking good for me. He's still got a grin on it. He's still smiling. He's still got a smile on his face. He's grinning at me. Definitely the biggest sticking point. That's the thing. That's why this guy. I think this guy is Ornstein and Smaug. Because I think that Ornstein and Smaug was the first Dark Souls boss I got stuck on. Like, I don't think I beat the Bell Tower Gargoyles first try, but it was like second or third try most. Ornstein and Smaug I was stuck on forever. Okay, my health's regen, his health's gone down. It's starting to look tied up. No, wait, he's smiling again. I should stop playing then? Blood in my eyes seems unhealthy. I mean, oh, dude, come on! You know, all of the Mega Drive manuals say, you know, have a 15-minute break every hour. If you get blood in your eyes, stop playing. Nobody follows those rules. If I have an epileptic seizure while playing Sonic, you think I'm gonna stop? I'm gonna finish my run first. I'll go see the doctor later. I'm not gonna stop playing games just because my eyes started bleeding. Ah, he knocked me out of my ultimate. This guy's got me on the ropes. You remember in the previous matches where I was like, yeah, 3 rounds in, they just, you know, it looked good for them at first, but 3 rounds in, they just stopped fighting me. That's what's happening to me right now. I just can't get a punch in. I've got no stamina. Clench me, bro, clench me. Come on, stop it, stop punching. I want to clench. Come on, let's have a hug. There we go. Oh, I need that breather. Screw you, ref. I was enjoying that. It was very warm. Six-week gaming marathon. All the doctors said I'd die, but my mum said, keep going, son, do it for your new dad. Anyway, he fell into coma and now it's 2042. That'll happen. That'll happen to a pro gamer. Just notice how many people in the audience are wearing blue. Are they my fans that I'm looking at? Does the dignified sport of boxing really require a woman in her underwear to walk across the ring while people catcall and wolf whistle at her? Like, can't we do have some good old honest shirtless men punching each other repeatedly in their face and chest without getting degrading about it? We've all been there. Yeah, we've all fallen into a gaming coma at least once in our lives. Heck, I remember my first gaming coma because it was when you were visiting. You'd brought a Game Boy with a whole bunch of games that I'd never played before, and meanwhile I had the Mega Drive with a whole bunch of games that you'd never played before. And we just stayed up all night. We played games all day, stayed up all night playing games, and then played through most of the other day until we just blacked out the next day. I think you'd gone back to where you were staying the next day, but I remember still being up, and then just everything went weird. I had like an out-of-body experience where I was watching myself from above as though I was playing a video game. And I just ended up staggering back to my room and falling asleep in the chair. Good times, good times. You want to wade through the audience towards those lights and then step out into Streets of Rage 2? Heck yeah. I can agree with that sentiment. This is the level 5, 6? This is the fight with Abadidi in the boxing ring, or the MMA thing, the underground arena. Oh, he's clenching. You fell asleep, you remember that day? Yeah. Fun memories. Also notable that I had an out-of-body experience, of all things, from playing video games. They didn't warn me about that in the manual. You start to have out-of-body experiences, stop playing and take a nap. Can Streets of Rage 2 be played online? I think the Steam version can. I don't know how to set it up, but I think all the multiplayer Steam games can be played online co-op. Or online anything. This guy's been ahead of me on score every round. I feel like I'm holding my own. Like I'm not in danger of blacking out, but I'm getting hurt here. I'm not winning this one. This guy is Ornstein and Smough. That's his fist. His fists are named Ornstein and Smough. Sounds normal for me. You assume that was ordinary life for me. I mean, kinda. That was before I started. I didn't really have that bad insomnia as a kid, though. It kicked in more as I got into my teenage years that I started getting worse and worse insomnia. I'm trying to dodge. I'm trying to dodge. Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. Duck, duck, duck. Just keep ducking. If I was a professional boxer in some bizarre alternate universe where I'm exactly like me, but my job is professional boxer instead of computer guy, however that happened, that would be my tattoo. Left fist Ornstein, right fist Smough. This one's gonna come in faster than this one's gonna squash you. And then if you cut off my left arm, then I get a devastating lightning attack in my right hook. By which I mean I've hidden a taser in my boxing glove in case the match goes badly. Oh, he's getting red eyes. He's getting red eyes. I'm equalizing. I've only got one eye myself at this point. But I mean, we can turn this around. I think he's getting tired. I think he's getting tired. It's an amazing combo. I'd absolutely have to have that tattooed on my fist. Legendary streamer / boxer Lumus. Like, what a personality that would be. What a life. Boxing matches in the day, then you go home and you just stream some video games. Douses his gloves in Rohypnol. I'm not sure that move is tournament legal. I don't think Ornstein and Smough had a sleep spell. I'm not sure I'll give them that one. Did I win that round? I felt like I had that round. How does he still have 10? Is it because he's landing... Is it because he's more accurate? Because I landed more punches overall. I feel like that should count for something. Dude, stop punching me. I'm still having my drink. Whoa, chill. It looks like something's got you worked up, dude. Did I steal your tattoo idea? Is that what happened? There probably is somebody who's like a professional boxer and also streams. I know like the Just Chatting thing has like professional fitness instructors on there sometimes just talking about health. When that guy comes in with those big swings, he comes in with those big swings. Duck, please. Am I better off ducking or blocking? I can't figure out where the iframes are on my dodge roll. It seems like the AI doesn't block. Maybe that's a sign that blocking sucks. Like, they mostly go for the guard. Oh, I took out one of his eyes. I'm bleeding a little, though. I've got a bit of Doom face going on. I need to get the hang of blocking earlier into the combo, I think. Like, when he starts punching, I think that I can okay counter it, but... No, once he gets you in a combo, he's got you in that combo. You have to accept that. Particularly with this guy, that's the way he fights. Once he starts going in for those punches, you gotta just block and wait it out. I'm getting the hang of him, you see? Look, he's bleeding too now, we've equalized. I'm probably gonna lose on points at this point, because we're late in the round and nobody's fallen. But I think I'm starting to figure out his fighting style. Yeah, come on, I've got him on the ropes. For the first time in this match, I'm ahead of him on blood loss. I'm weighing him down. It's a good thing this is going for like 8 rounds. How did he get more score than me? Come on, he bled way more than I did. Okay, the good news is I figured out his fighting style. I'm gonna wear him down. We're gonna win this. It's not gonna be a problem. Okay, no, he changed his fighting style. The bad news is it's late into the round. He's not going down unless I KO him. He's got way more points than me at this point. Oh, I think he knows that I'm onto him though. Look how defensive he's playing. He's just blocking attacks. He's happy to wait out the timer. He's thinking I've got 5 minutes and then I win. I just gotta not get knocked out is what he's thinking. I'm glad I took that extra punching power to get through his defense. Now that I know it's just about timing. Like, I was always told that boxing was about footwork, and I was like, why isn't this game letting me do feet stuff? But it turns out that boxing is really all about timing. You want to be the human metronome. This is why the Clock King was such a dangerous opponent for Batman. He knew exactly what time the train was going to arrive. Remember that scene where he steps off the railway bridge and he's like, the Evening Express is always 3 minutes late, and he steps off the bridge and the train comes out exactly as his foot goes over? He had the timings memorized. From now on, I'm no longer Lumus the Fist. I'm now Lumus the Metronome Fist. My title is growing. My legend is building. Come on, he's got a lot of blood on his face. He's got to fall down soon, right? Thing is, unless he doesn't get back up, I've lost this match. It's just too late. This guy's just too tough. He's durable. He takes some putting down. I think my line for this game is gonna just have to be that I need to put all my points into punching power, because I'm not gonna get the accuracy. I'm not gonna get accurate hits to win points with the judges. I just need to knock my opponent out. I mean, I got higher this time because my opponent's practically unconscious. Wait, so he could leave? Is the thing falling behind again? I don't remember what I was saying at that point. In another 3 minutes this guy can leave. He's just gonna stall me out until the match is over. Good hug, dude. Good hug. Feel like I really cleared my feelings there. I appreciate it. Yeah, this guy's got my number. Oh. Yeah, this guy's Ornstein and smart in that it checks that you know how to use your techniques, you know how to fight. If you can beat Ornstein and Smile, you can beat the bosses, the final bosses. It might not be easy, but you can do it. That's this guy, right? This is the guy who makes sure you've learned how to block and how to combo and counter and stuff. Oh. You can't just button bash this guy. Look, for the other guys I was putting points into stamina because I was like, I'm just punching him over and over, that's what I need. This guy I've hardly ever run out of stamina because he blocks things. He's good. The train? When was I talking about a train? I think you're only a minute behind looking at the preview. Oh, he's down. Oh, he's getting back up. Come on. Stop stalling. Oh, with the Clock King, yeah. When Batman thinks he's got him cornered and he just jumps off the railway bridge because he knows exactly when the train is going to come out of the tunnel. Because he's got the timing. He's the metronome. He's like, Batman will punch then, the train will come out then, so I'll just step over the edge here and nothing will hit me. It's brilliant. He's perfect. Dude, the Clock King is like 90% a joke villain, but the episode that he shows up in is one of the best episodes in the animated series. The whole idea is so ludicrous, a clock-based villain, but he just pulls it off so well. I knocked him down. I mean, that was the only knockdown, but this is going to be decided on judge scoring, right? Yeah, he's going to win by judge scoring. Wait, split decision? He wins 2-1, right? That means he wins, right? He wins by split decision? Tony beat Lumus in a split decision, okay. Where do we go from here? So you want a rematch? Looks like I'll have to kick your butt again. Okay. Am I still in this? I do that every time. Lost one. Did I get XP from that? Can I level grind? I think if I lose too many, I get kicked out of the game. But I was expecting like a last life warning. So I don't think I can be last life yet, surely. I mean, heck, this was my first ever loss. So I've probably still got the best record of anybody on here. Like average. Apart from Tony, who has never lost. I did get some XP for that. I think the manual said you can die, you game over on your second try, but there'll be a warning before that happens. I don't feel like I got a warning there. Yeah, boo, rigged. I just figured him out too slow. He played a good game. He played a good game. I feel like if we'd had more rounds, I would have won. Which is unfortunate, but I'll accept the judge's decision. We got a rematch anyway. I don't know if this is my final try or what. Yeah, I have way too much stamina because I should have been blocking more and getting my stamina back. I didn't realize. I put all my stat points into the wrong place. I'm that guy who can equip the heaviest armor in the game but can't hold a dagger. He's having to punch things, he can't hold any weapons. Well, I don't really know how you how you get rid of body blows, whether that's dodging or whatever. Okay. I feel like I've got him this time. This is going better. I just have to know to get into the defensive thing when he starts pulling out his crazy combos. It does say in the description, this guy's all about the combo. Is that people in the audience that I can hear yelling, by the way, going like, "Come on, hit him." Like, let me do this my way, dude. Come on, let me fight this how I want to fight it. Did you come here to watch me fight, or did you come here to tell me how to fight? If you want to come up here and do this yourself, feel free. I'll wait. Is it just me, or most of those mustache people, the creepy looking ones, are they just like staring with open mouths? Like, close your mouths, guys. You're creeping me out. Sunglasses and mustache over there. There's another one right in the corner. And he's kind of creeping me out a little bit. I think this guy's improved. Look at this. He's doing more body blows because he knows I have trouble with them. This game's an advanced learning computer. Up, okay. Okay. Come on, I feel like I had that one. Let me have a judge victory just once in my life. Wow, we both got perfect score. Is that a thing judges are allowed to do? Just say, yeah, they were both pretty good. Like, I feel like you were supposed to be judging, but okay. Oh, so ducking does defend against low blows. I figured that if you were ducking, you're just putting your face into the stomach punches, but apparently that works. I guess because you bring your fist down with you when you duck. The unspoken part about ducking is that you block and duck at the same time. that's probably like beginner news for somebody who's actually watched a boxing match at any point in their lives. But I don't know this stuff. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. I didn't even know what a TKO was, and I did one. Stop it. I feel like we're just not hurting each other this time. My defense is too good, and he's just got those crazy defenses. The best match those judges ever saw. I can't fault any of them. They both played it perfectly. It's a complete mirror match. They did exactly the same things at exactly every point. Also, it keeps throwing me off now that doing the lower attacks is right, not down. I keep doing uppercuts by mistake. See, early game it was all about cheesing the jab, but on this guy that's hardly worth it. I mean, you can get him into the combo, but you're just wasting stamina at that point. You might as well hit him with a real punch. Aha! His smile faded for like half a second. That means I'm in the lead. His health bar is running out. Why, he'll probably collapse any second now. Although I can't get his smile to disappear again, so he's apparently regenerated everything I did there. I don't know, the story mode is maybe not amazing, because you're kind of doing the same thing over and over. I could see this actually being kind of fun in 2-player, though. There's an actual thinking element to this fight as I get more into it. Like timing and picking your blocks and counters. Like, this game does have 2-player mode. If I had this game, I'm not sure I'd play it a lot on my own time, but if I had friends over, I can see us doing some of this. Whoop, is he still going? I thought he stopped. Whoop. Okay. Whoop. There we go, he stopped smiling. His eyes are going red. We're wearing him down. He's not got much more in him. He'll probably collapse any second now. He's still up by 1 point, right? On the unofficial score? Because we're told that the judge's score doesn't match the unofficial score. Actually, I don't think we were told that. I think I just assumed that the unofficial score was not the same as the official score. Because that wouldn't make much sense. You think in real life punching your friends might be more fun? I mean, I'm not ruling it out. You can do both. Just because you play Boxing Legends of the Ring with your friends doesn't mean you can't punch them in real life later. This is a really weird video game adaptation, by the way. Who watched The Ring and thought this needed to be a boxing game? Can we... There we go. Stay Hydrated Box is rightfully lecturing me because I've allowed my mug to become empty. Oh. High block, high block. Oh, he's still coming, he's still coming. There we go. You gotta wait for him to exhaust himself and go into that high block. That's when you can start getting in the body blows and try and combo him. Whoop, where are we going? Okay, high. There we go, high. Whoop, he's countering. Okay, this game's not as bad as I initially thought. When I started playing it, I was just like, what is this? But, now that I'm starting to figure out how the fighting works, it's actually kind of fun. There's more thinking to it than you initially realize. Oh, I need a drink. Coach, fill up my... Can somebody fill up my mug for me? Like, the water bottle is right there. Coach? Dang it, Coach. Playing some Slay the Spire, you messed up a little. Hold on. Got a power that makes the first card you play each turn be played twice automatically for free. That is a nice card. Or a nice power. Is it a power or is it a relic? I'm guessing power, because relic would be way overpowered. Although I got some pretty strong relics in my playthrough. You get another power, one that makes your first card each turn get played automatically for free. What a combo, you think? Wait, what do you mean gets played automatically for free? Like the first card you draw immediately goes out on the field without you having to do anything else? Depending on the card, that could be a bad thing. Like if it's one that does high damage but lowers your stat and you use it at the start of a boss fight. Turns out it's just chaos. Random card getting played twice immediately in a deck that had a lot of exhaust these cards, discard this. Yeah, that's yeah, I can see that. Just every turn suddenly double random card. That could have a lot of weird effects. Power, but it's expensive, yeah. That makes more sense then. That second power is not as good as the first one, I don't think. Particularly if you've got a lot of cards that, like you say, have discard or lower your stats or do weird things. It does sound kind of hilarious though. Because it's absolute chaos, but in theory it's benefiting you, usually, maybe. Every turn you get a double random card, just wrecking up the enemy. And then you do your turn with what's left. This guy's bouncing back because I started reading chat. Is he at full health again? I thought I had him bleeding. All your fault, you failed to build for it. I mean, yeah, but you don't know. That's kind of the challenge though, isn't it? You don't know what powers and things you're gonna get. Like, if you knew you were gonna get that power, then sure, you could build a lot of cool things around that. All you need are tons of, like, regular cards that will just be going off automatically every turn for good effect. But if you don't know that you're gonna get that, then those regular cards aren't gonna be much use, is my line of thinking. Yeah, I paid too much attention to chat for a few minutes there. This guy's bouncing back. This is, you need to really watch the visual cues here to know what you're doing. Whoop, duck, duck, duck. Well, that's like the challenge, that's like that game's roguelike challenge, isn't it? You don't know what things you're gonna get, so you just have to build speculatively and adapt as you go along. That's why they make it hard to, like, drop cards, and you don't have, like, a storage area that you can build cards from. It's not your classic deck builder in that way. Oh, down, down, high. Look at this. This guy's back to full health already. He's got some crazy regen going on. This is another one that's going to be settled by judges, I think. Just neither of us are going down. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got him back into Red Eyes. Red Eyes first stage. I mean, if you're gonna just let me keep doing it, I'll keep doing it. I don't feel good about it. I'm really looking forward to playing more Slay the Spire, though. That first session was so good. I'm gonna be playing it again tomorrow. It's gonna be my Thursday afternoon game. If you're around, you should definitely tune in. I'd appreciate the company, because most of my regulars can't show up at that kind of time. I mean, I know the idea is to get more new people in, but that's easier with a moving chat, you know? I feel like I've gotten surprisingly far in my first run of Slay the Spire. For a roguelike, you know, normally the first time you play a roguelike you die first level, right? And I've made it to level 3, and those are big levels. So we'll see where that one goes. I get tired of games so quickly now, but Slay the Spire keeps coming back. It does look like a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the little bit of it that I've played. That and Overwatch that fills your time. See, Overwatch I didn't get into as much. Not really my thing. Strategic roguelike deck builder? Absolutely me. Okay, we're miles ahead on points. We just need to get not knocked down is the thing. But yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow things are probably going to start going badly for me because I'm a good way in and I still don't really know what I'm doing. But I'm looking forward to it. I want to see where I can get. The difficulty peaks near the end, but I've done really well. Thank you. I have no idea how long the game is. Partially from lucky question mark rooms, but I've also played well. Fair enough. I feel like I'm starting to get the game, you know? Relatively fast for roguelike standards. Things are clicking into place. I definitely got unlucky though. I mean, there's a couple of times I've gotten close to gaming over. The first goblin boss, the elite. I was expecting an elite, not a mini boss. That guy very nearly wrecked me, and that was like my second or third fight. And then the boss of the second area. I mean, I can't fault him. He's a boss. He's supposed to be hard. If you don't feel like you could game over on a boss and he's not really doing his job. But yeah, that was definitely a close one. I didn't feel completely out of control at any point, but I definitely could have lost if I'd been less lucky or less careful. A bad hand could have seen a game over there. My gut instinct is that question mark rooms are good more often than they're bad. So I'm probably going to keep leaning on them. Made a pretty big mistake on him, to be fair. On the goblin guy? Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing on the goblin guy. I didn't understand what it meant by getting stronger when skills in the slightest. So I buffed him up a whole bunch before I worked it out. I didn't know the terminology. I didn't even know that only some of my cards were skills. I was trying to defend against his skill thing by using skills, so I didn't realize I could strike. I feel like I did pretty well against the second boss that nearly wrecked me. The only mistake I made on him is that I had 3 really good potions and I didn't use a damn one of them. I just completely forgot about them. If I'd used one of those, I could have easily secured the victory. Yeah, the elite. Yeah. I just didn't know how he worked is the thing. Like I say, it was like my 3rd fight in the game. Every elite battle is a puzzle, okay. They all have a gimmick that makes them hard to beat, I get it. Whereas normal enemies are just battles. I mean, they kind of have things going on too, but you can beat them without solving the puzzle, is what I'm getting out of it. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to pick it up. Some of the card readers are a bit ambiguous. I'm not quite sure. Like, I can tell what they say, but I don't know what they, Sometimes I read one and it's like, this could do one of 2 things. Strength, etc. is weird first time. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out those. That strength is just bonus damage, dex is bonus defense. I thought it was like a stat line thing. I didn't realize it was extra flat damage. It's like, do I have stats hidden away somewhere? How is this working? Am I measuring my attack against their defense? This guy's just grabbed me like 5 times in a row now. Getting a little uncomfortable, actually. I feel like you're pushing the boxer's concord a little too... Dude. What is your game here? Maybe I'm starting to feel uncomfortable, maybe stop touching me. Yeah, and you occasionally get things where it's like, this adds 3 thorn, and you're like, what the heck is thorn? Oh, he's coming back in. And we're hugging again. Block really confused you for the first half an hour too? Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's an unusual game. That's not really how defense works in most games. I didn't realize how important it was. Usually in games, if you're doing nothing but blocking, you're in trouble. Whereas in this, you really want to block every single attack. It's not just block the heavy attacks, save it, and shrug off the light attacks, so that you don't waste your defense. It's block everything if you possibly can. Manage your block as well as you manage your attack. Like, I really like that. I really like it now that I've got into it, but it did take me a while. It's counterintuitive. Also makes my defense build thing a little silly, because I was like, okay, I'll get lots of block and lots of counter, and that'll be my whole thing. But in this game, block's so key that you need... I'm not really a defense character, because you'd normally have that kind of defense. Hey, I'm starting to figure it out. Like I say, I'm playing again tomorrow. We'll see where we get to. Oh, okay. Okay, that was a combo. Oh, duck, duck, duck. This guy's got his second wind. It's a fun game to watch. Good, I'm glad. I think roguelikes add an extra element to any stream because it's always in some way unfamiliar. You can play a game that you really like and still not know what's going to happen next. Is there two refs or what? Because he comes from different sides really quickly. This guy is not going down. I mean, I've got the points victory, and I'm not far off full health while he's battered, but he's got a lot of chin. Chin being the official name for boxing defensive stat, according to this game. Whoop. I'll be just one moment, guys. Just got a very important thing to take care of. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that. My little niece just got back from a party and she's on her way to bed. Of course I had to say goodnight. It is unacceptable to suggest otherwise. I really should have poured myself a fresh drink while I was on that break. I mostly feel okay for break, but my mug is empty and my throat is dry. You know, boxing takes a lot out of you. This game's actually kind of tough, because I am actually sweating here. Maybe it's just because the room's kind of warm, but I feel like I'm actually putting a lot into this. Come on, can we floor this guy once before the thing's over? He's got white background, that means he's on the edge of being stunned. Ah, dang it. It's really hard to use your special, it's like super easy to get knocked out of it. I'm not even sure specials are worth using. Oh, here we go. No? You defending? I think he's just grabbing hold of me until the timer runs out. Oh. That's time anyway, right? No knockdowns that entire game. Whew. Unanimous decision, heck yeah. I am the win. This game's actually pretty good. It's very slow paced though. Like, matches go on for a long time. I guess that's like real life simulator. Boxing matches tend to last a while. I mean, Wolfie, you were saying how the professional matches are like 20 rounds. I suppose people don't normally show up to watch like a 6-minute match. Thanks, man. We beat that brick wall. We've bested Ornstein and Smau. Now the real Dark Souls starts here. We've got the Lord Vessel, all the challenges are coming out from the woodwork. And Robinson wants a rematch. Sugar is sweet, but my sour fist is what you have to eat. He's a poet. A warrior and a poet. I can respect that. I guess we're rumbling with this guy again. I mean, that's free XP, so why not? Every single time I do that. So this is Sugar Ray Robinson, I guess. Well, now that we've learned how to play better, I think we want more punch power. Straight up attack seems to be the pro stat. Stamina's for beginners. I think that guy's taller than me. I wonder if tall is actually... I wish I hadn't accidentally skipped the customized character thing, because I'd love to see what appearance things you can actually change. Alright, where are we? Okay. I should have looked at his style, really. Now that I'm starting to figure out how this stuff works. Oh. So this guy's thing is that he mixes high and low punches, so you gotta be on the ball with him. Doesn't look like he defends a whole lot, though. Up. Okay, here we go. Okay. Feel like this guy's improved since the last time. But he's already got blood in his eyes, so I think we're gonna win this. These rematches are just so you can level up, I think. Yeah, this guy basically just button bashes his different attacks and then doesn't defend at all. What a newbie! Hasn't he learned how? Hasn't he learned how to, you know, how to actually fight? Come on, use your shield, do a dodge roll, get the iframes. I'm running out of stamina again, but only because this guy's not defending himself. He's just letting me pummel him. Whoop, get down low. Just realised I set the game category to the actual game rather than to retro like I normally do. That maybe was not a smooth move. Probably nobody has ever heard of this game, and therefore nobody will ever find that by looking through that. Although I get why they do it, but I don't know. Something feels wrong about sweeping all of these old games into just one game retro. They had their own things going on. But that seems to be where everybody puts all this stuff, so... That's where the viewers are. Maybe that's why it's been so quiet tonight, but then again it's Boxing Day. I was expecting it to be quiet anyway. I'm glad one person's showing up, you know? Okay, so calm down. Oh, my stomach. This guy looks like he's recovering. He's healing back up. But I've got the points advantage, so if it comes to a stall out, I can win. Have you literally only just got the Boxing Day thing, Wolfie? I even put it in the title, come on. Previously you were thinking, okay, not my sort of game, I guess he wants to bring in the viewers. I mean, heck, I'll play any game if people will watch it. I keep saying the long-term goal is to finish every game ever made, right? Sure, I'll play my favourites sooner than I'll play the bad games, but there's a lot of retro games to work through. I like to mix it up. Don't want to get pigeonholed. But yeah, I did dig up a boxing game for today because it's Boxing Day. That is why they call it Boxing Day, probably. It's the day that people box on. Oh. Okay, here's the thing. My newfound defensive skills, they don't work on this guy because he's got such good combos. I think I need to just spam him. That's his weakness. He's not good at being spammed. He's got a suspect chin. Is this the guy with the suspect chin? Powerful punches but suspect chin? I should have read his bio. I think we're wearing him down. Probably. Okay, we've got him back into the blood red eyes stage, so we're currently winning. Does he heal a little bit when he punches me? Like, if you hit your opponent, do you get, like, stamina back? Or health? Morale? Determination? Or is it just a little bit of regen over time is how this works? Well, it doesn't matter too much because I'm clearly dominating. I've got all the points advantage. We're only on round 3 of this. It felt like longer. I'm guessing I think all the fights are blurring into one on account of all the fights are very similar. This is maybe another game that's better to play in short bursts. But I feel like we're committed to it now. We've got to see how far we can get before the end of today. Yeah, this guy seems to have given up defending himself. Oh, now I'm out of stamina. Oh. Okay, here we go. I have to say, I've already gotten like 3 times as much gameplay out of this game as I thought. But I'd be giving up on it pretty quickly. Sometimes I put in a old game that I've not played before and I'm like, wow, if I'd gotten this as a kid I'd have been disappointed. Because I don't think it's something that I could play for very long. And back as a kid, a game had to last you forever because you only owned like 4 games. And getting a new game was a huge thing. If you got a game that you didn't like, you'd play the crap out of it anyway, because who knows when your next game's coming from, you know? Okay. I think you're about done, friend. Don't go clenching me. It's time for you to throw in the towel. You're going down. Come on, man. Just take the hits. Take your lumps. Okay, we didn't get him down, but he's ending the match on white health, so that's, he's gotta be close. I don't know how he got a 9 there. This guy's done for. Look, we're just started and he can't even stand. He needs a doctor. Somebody get this guy medical attention. He's just bleeding from his face, come on. How does anybody in the audience think this is okay? Nobody ever bleeds from the face in WWE SmackDown. That's a dignified game, it's not a blood sport like this. I mean, aside from the matches where they declare all weapons are legal and Bane shows up with a grenade. Oh, oh, okay. The haymakers don't seem to do much. I mean, I tried them. This guy's bouncing back. He's got a lot of health back. Whoop. I thought I'd be able to, like, upgrade the haymakers or something, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I charge my haymaker bar either. I mean, I did knock out a guy with a haymaker once, so I guess that's something. Whoop. Whoop. Ugh, my stamina bar is just gone. Oop. I don't think I blocked any of that. This game doesn't really have any music either, come to think of it, other than that one guy yelling, "Come on, hit him," and the vague thrum of the background. You know, where's the Rocky theme song? Where's Eye of the Tiger? Or what have you. Gonna fly now. Oh, he's bleeding points. He was on 9 before, he's gone down to 8. If he'd just fall over, he'd make things better for everybody. Sound isn't really doing it for you? Yeah. Blip, blip, blip. If I had song requests, this is the time that we'd be doing song requests. But I want to put these on YouTube, and if you use actual music of your own, then you generally can't do that. When they get taken down, they'll get copyright striked. Heck, some of that wrestling Let's Play we've been doing keeps getting... WWE has charged copyright claims against me for that, so they get a proportion of any income I get from those games. I'm just glad that they've not had them taken down altogether. I mean, fair, it's their music. If they want a percentage... It's their music, it's their game. If they want a percentage of me playing it, that's reasonable. As long as I can put the stuff up. Feel like voice meter might be the way around that. That's a good point, actually. I could make it so that No, no, that's not gonna work. You're saying make it so that the people in the stream can hear the music, but the people on YouTube can't, right? But the stream and the recording is both going through OBS. The recording is what the stream is. Like, either OBS is set to voice meter or it's not, you know? I'd need to be using 2 recording programs if I wanted that to work. It's a shame, but that's how it has to be. Oh, down he goes. Can you stream from OBS and also somewhere else at once? Yeah, I mean, I could use another program to record. It's not going to be ideal though, because I'll have to change program when I change game, I'll have to do it in OBS and the other program, and it's not going to capture things like the back in 5 sign or any of the pop-ups I do. It's a nice idea, but I think it's just unworkable. I'm not super set on a song request bot anyway, to be honest. Like, situations like this would be nice, but in general I don't really have much use for it. Alright, round 6. Ah, knocked me out of my ult. I thought I got him stun locked. Are you just not defending at this point? This guy's just given up for the day. I don't blame him. It's nigh impossible for him to win from this point. It's a wonder he showed up to this last round. I guess he's doing it for the fans. Okay. He's in white health. We're gonna knock him flat. We just need a good combo. I'm out of stamina again. It's almost like all 3 of the stats in this game are useful, and whichever one you put your points into, you're gonna wish you'd done it for the others. He's getting back up. Interface spoiler: if they sit halfway up, partway through, then they're getting back up. If they're knocked out, they just don't move. I can knock him down again, he's probably done for, but at this point, it's kind of academic. I win in 30 seconds. Even if I did nothing at this point, he can't get enough points to beat me, and I doubt he can knock me out in 25 seconds. And then he'd have to put me down permanently, not just knock me over. I'd have to be unconscious. Ding ding. Round 7? Okay, I thought this was a 6-rounder. Okay, maybe I can put this guy down. See what I mean though about this taking a long time per match? I mean, okay, fair, it's got a password system. You're not supposed to beat it in one session. But I've been playing this for like 3 hours and I'm like a third of the way through. But I suppose, you know, a password system is exactly what that kind of thing is for. And it's got these RPG elements that give it a certain amount of replay. Not really my sort of game, but if you are into this kind of thing, I can see why people would think fondly of this one. Come on, dude. You're done. You're done. Let's say Hilton. Is that... Oh yeah, Las Vegas Hilton is presumably the place, the arena that we're in. I was looking at the thing on the corner. Las Vegas Hilton HBO. HBO's a TV station, right? So we're performing in the Hilton and the station is HBO. Makes sense. Real places, real wrestlers. This game's as realistic as they get. This is like real wrestling. I mean, I gotta give it that's a lot less cartoony than Punch-Out. Feels like an actual wrestling simulator, whereas Punch-Out is very much video game punching. Did I say wrestling simulator? I meant boxing simulator. Although we do have Glass Joe in our the WWE game that we've been Let's Playing over on the YouTube channel. I did custom create Glass Joe to be one of the NPCs. The most famous and most important character of all of the Punch-Out cast. Little Mac's got nothing on Glass Joe. Everybody loves Glass Joe. Look, his blood disappeared while he was hugging me. Dude, did you just wipe your blood down my chest? Major faux pas. He's done. He's done. He's done. Haymaker him. Wait, no, is he getting back up? Oh, okay. I'm impressed. He wasn't moving for that first half, so I thought he was done for, but he recovered. I thought that haymaker took him down. I deserve a technical knockout at this point. Look at this. This guy's not in any fighting condition. I could leave the ring and he'd probably fall down on his own. There we go. Is that it? Are we done? Nope, he's getting back up. He moved his head. I feel like that ref is bold standing between us. It depends on where they fall, but sometimes the ref is right in the boxing zone, and that just doesn't look safe, you know? I'm a punching machine. Oh, you got me. Every time I start doing the side punches and you just hear the duh, 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 it reminds me of in DuckTales Z where Scrooge is fighting Vegeta. And you get that close-up, you know how they do like the triple shots of the punches hitting really hard? You get that close-up of Vegeta punching Scrooge in the face 3 times, just doosh, doosh, doosh. And that's immediately followed by a close-up of Scrooge kicking Vegeta in the crotch 3 times, doosh, doosh, doosh. Kick him in the crotch, Uncle Scrooge. Just, please, for your own good, stay down. Sugar Ray, I'm getting seriously concerned for your health here. I really think you should bow out. You've lost a lot of blood. Just pretend you know what I'm talking about. Look, all I'm saying is if you like DuckTales and Dragon Ball Z, why not watch DuckTales Z, a show with both? I mean, if you're not sold, it's a show where it's a flash cartoon where Vegeta comes to Earth and fights Scrooge McDuck instead of Goku. What more could you want out of life? Are we on the judges? Yeah, that's unanimous. I got a perfect score there. It better be unanimous. Beat Robinson in a unanimous decision. We're now the undisputed 7th greatest boxer in the world. Next opponent is Leonard. The second coming of Sugar Ray, Leonard was a flashy and explosive fighter. Excellent killer instincts and ability to win a round with a flurry in the final 30 seconds. Okay, so we're looking at somebody with a lot of burst damage. We probably want a high chin to protect against that. That's what I'll level up next. So, we have slain Sugar Ray, but he has now been reborn as Sugar Ray 2, son of Sugar Ray. Pardon me. Alright, let's boost our chin. I do that every time. The ring. Before you die, you see the ring. Idly wondering if I want to switch game for the last 15 minutes and leave this as the exciting point for next time. But I don't know what I could play for like 15-20 minutes. Rather than switching to like, what's the game that I have been playing? Maybe we could do a level of Pugsy or race for a bit on... Dang, what's it called? Hang On. Super Hang On. Or do we take one more match and finish the game? Why not? Is that a why not to Pugsy? Alright. Heck, I don't have to be up super early tomorrow. If it overruns, it overruns. I will make a save game here then, because it's got the password system. We'll come back to this another day. Maybe next Boxing Day, I don't know. And we'll play Pugsy for a bit. Be back shortly, everybody.